Hello, and welcome to Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy. This is our children's book author tour, and I am super excited to have you all with me. Thank you so much for tuning in here on a Sunday afternoon. Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy is our virtual platform that is for authors, anthology book projects. And most of all, I say that it is for you. Why? Because you just might be looking for a good book to read. We are super excited, you all, while I am waiting for one of our guests to come through, our today's guest to come through. I just want to, first of all, thank you all again for participating and just coming in and sharing and liking all of our posts. We are a part of the CTR Media Network. Many of you know that we are a part of the CTR Media Network, where the phenomenal, yes, Dr. Tina Ramsey and her super team has just phenomenally put our platform out there. So as you can see, you can send your stars too. Yes, that is super exciting. Yes, this will allow us to make more content. And so we want you to give us some stars, purchase some stars, and this allows us to be able to provide you with the great content that we do. I am, because of CTR Media Network, we have increased our viewership on our YouTube channel because of her team and because of you going in, subscribing, saying yes, and subscribing, liking, and sharing. That we're almost to 1,000. So what does that mean? I want you all to share it out, get it out, share the word out, and go to our YouTube channel, which is Coffee Conversations with Sandy, and subscribe. And when you subscribe, then you will be able to get the notifications of the broadcast whenever we're here on the afternoon. And what I would like to do is just, again, welcome you. Do go ahead and share our broadcast with at least 5 individuals. I can't see who you are, but thank you for tuning in to Sandy Sanders and the Book Talks and Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy. Our today's author guest is none other than Brittany Nicole Deanes, and she has an amazing children's book, but she is an illustrator as well and has illustrated in over 20 children's books. And we will be hearing more about her in just a few moments. So listen, if you will, go ahead and drop those names in, and we will be right back. I want you to stay tuned for one of our sponsors. Okay. Y'all forgive me, I'm all up in my screen here. Yes, I'm watching my screen because I'm trying to pull up some information. I am Sandy Sanders, and thank you all for tuning in to the Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy, our children's author book tour. And our guest that is scheduled to be with us on today is Miss Brittany Nicole Deanes. And we're just waiting for a few minutes for her to come on. But in the meantime, while we're doing that, as you all know, you may have seen some information. We will be having quite a few guests that are on tour with us this month. We have put the word out, and a lot of the authors that have come through. And then we have Dr. Tanya Ratliff, which will be with us next Sunday. And her book is overcoming the Y'all forgive me because I know, I have to have it right up in front of me so I can read it. But Dr. Tanya Ratliff, she's going to be on Apostle. And yes, she has an amazing children's book that is about overcoming, not having a fear of bullying. And so many times our kids are bullied by so much. They're bullied by their skin tone. They're bullied by their size, their height. They're bullied by their skin color, their hair. It's just all types of things that the enemy will use other little children and being bullied, especially in our school system. And she is a retired educator and has this phenomenal book that we look forward to her coming to our platform next week and sharing her heart with us. Okay. I want you all, if you missed Little King Chambers, King the Dream, if you missed him a few weeks ago, listen, while we're waiting, I want you to see his broadcast and I want you to get his book. His book is called King the Dream. And at this time, I am going to, because we're waiting for my guests to come in, and it was a last minute booking. So while we're waiting for our guests to come on today, no fault of hers, but it was a last minute booking to get her on. But I want you to stay tuned. Stay with me because this fabulous little boy, listen, I need you. King the Dream. Okay, just stay tuned.
Hi, my name is King. Go to kingcandy.com and purchase my book.
Yes, we have that one. And then we also have this one here.
Hi, my name is King. Go to kingcandy.com and purchase my book. There's a boy named King. He was a very smart student. He loved to read and learn new things.
4-year-old King Chambers is already a superhero. His mission, to teach kids how to read.
I read 90 books.
And not only that, he recently wrote his very first book titled King the Dream, starring, well, himself.
My name is King. Thank you for purchasing my book.
King's mother, Jennifer Ellis, says he learned how to read at the age of 2.
And I read books to him all the time. Even when he was in the womb, I read books, and he loved it.
Ellis says after King mastered reading, he told his mom he wanted to write his own book.
He came up with he could teach kids how to read. And so we helped him put it all together, put his dream in a book.
And now, at just 4 years old, King has become an advocate for children's literacy, math, and education.
I want to teach people how to read. How to read.
His mom says he always encourages his peers to read and learn new things.
Anytime he see a kid, he let them know about his book. And they are so excited because it's nothing like having your own peer teach you how to read.
Ellis says she is not sure what's in store for King, but she knows his future is bright.
There's no rule book to parenting, but just give them 100% the best of you and all the love, because they're our future.
There is no word on a sequel, but he's got plenty of time.
Come get my book.
King will be starting school next year, and we cannot wait to turn the pages of his next book.
The end.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News.
He says, and the end. So if you would like more information of how to reach this little boy and also to purchase his book is amazing. And yes, we would like for you to support him so he can reach that million. He says, I want to sell 1 billion books in our interview. And so he was at 99. He's at 99, y'all. So we need to do your part. Yes. So if you would like to, it's just simply kingthedream.com. Kingthedream.com. Go to their website and you will be able to see all of their products. And I'm going to share their screen while we're just waiting. I thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for my podcaster family friend, the phenomenal, yes, Dr. Sheila Hill. I'm telling you all, she is phenomenal. Thank you so much for your time and coming through. She is fabulous and has great wealth of knowledge and information in the entrepreneur world. And I'm so excited to be a part of the CTR Media Network, where we are heard in over 350 million viewers worldwide, as well as 50 plus countries globally. So being a part of the CTR Media Network is certainly a blessing. As I shared with you all earlier, is that our viewership has certainly increased, and we do thank you for tuning in on today. I want to share my screen for just doing a little recap on our guest on, not our guest today, but since we're talking about him while I'm waiting for my guest, and then we'll kind of do a chat here in just a minute. I want to share my screen for King, who I want to give the correct email. It's kingcanread.com, and I will put that in the chat. Those of you that are listening now or will be listening at the replay, his website is kingcanread.com, and we will be putting that in the chat here. Thank you. And then we have this one here, and there we go, right there. There we go. Thank you so much, Lady Sheila. And as you can see, he has a plethora of information there, and just his shop. And we want to be this. He's only 4 years old, you all. And just as you can see, his mom is done. So go back and look at the replay. The replay is, I believe, a great interview. It was a late evening interview. So for him, he was a little sleepy. But you know what? We just really, truly enjoyed him. I want to share. I'm going to stop sharing my screen here now. And again, this is Book Talks with Sandy. What do we really do here? I'm going to take a moment and just share you a little bit while we're waiting for our guest. And again, this was an unplanned visit. And so I've reached out to her. But her book, I want to let you know that her book is called, is simply Messy. And that's, let me show you the cover here. So her book is called Super Messy, which you can find. You can find that book on Amazon. And again, her name is Brittany Nicole Deanes. And her book is basically about cleaning your room, okay? And the book is called Super Messy, and it takes a room cleaning for the faint at heart. And her motto is, her question, have you ever been overwhelmed by the idea of having to clean your room? This is the question to, I would say, to the adults as well as the children. So that's her question. Have you ever been overwhelmed by the idea of having to clean your room? And even as an adult, yes, so much stuff. It seems as if the more you bring into your room, the more space you lose. Before you know it, the room is no longer for you, but all of your stuff. Lennox, who is the main character, and her cousin Maya take on the battle of taming a messy room. So such a great book. And if you want to go, if you will, go to Amazon and you will be able to find the author. Just look up the author, Brittany Nicole Deanes, and that's Deanes, and you'll be able to find her information. She is an illustrator as well as a painter and author. She's illustrated over 20 children's books, such as Jesus is the Mastermind Behind the Candy Cane Design, My Classroom, Bill of Rights, and Broken Branches. These are just some of the books that she has. She is also the official illustrator for Jemima Love Bible Stories, second edition. Her first book to be published and illustrated by her is Super Messy, which is the one that we're just talking about. From her series, Lennox Beatrix Breaux, and she uses everyday experiences as an inspiration for her book. She wants to use the family to resolve real life issues that parents, children, and families deal with. So in a humorous story, time fashion, she is birthing out for the world of Brittany's self-help books for children. So I do want to share that, because if you are looking for a book that is readable for your children, and I'm just going to share my screen. There she is. And the book, let's see, I don't have it there, but she has other books that she also, and here is Super Messy. That's the quick look there. You can find it on Amazon as well. And so if you are looking, you can find it. It's $19.99 as a paperback, and that's the format that she has. So you would just simply go to Amazon and look her up as an author. And of course, if she doesn't make it today, we will certainly reschedule so that you can learn more about this amazing, amazing author. At this time, I do want to thank you so much, Lady Sheila. Yes, she said, grab your book today. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much. And Erica, hey, Erica, how you doing? Thank you for coming through. We certainly appreciate it. I am so thankful for you guys coming through. So as you can see, we do have lots of things that are happening here on the Book Talks with Sandy, and the authors that have come through, as well as have come through and shared their information about their books. And I'm very, very thankful for the authors that have said yes, and they're coming through and participating. We have also had Dr. Enola Pillard, who has an amazing book as well. Now, if you go on Coffee Conversations with Sandy, you will find the episodes of which we have. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. You will be able to go back and see all of the previews of the shows that we did of the authors. I'm going to go ahead and bring up Dr. Pillard's interview and let you guys just see a snippet of that. Okay, bear with me here for just a second. We're going to, so just here a moment. Bear with me here for just a second. I'm going to bring up our conversation here and let you see our interview that we did.
So
There you go.
fast, like the word that's been getting out. So I've had the opportunity to get it in libraries, to visit elementary school, to speak
Wow.
at conferences and retreats. So it's since I put it out, been released, it's been a fast pace. It's been moving really fast.
Well, I want to definitely, along with our audience, to certainly hear so much more about this amazing book. So without further ado, what I'm going to do, I'm going to share your cover with our audience, and then we're going to have you to talk just briefly a little bit about who Anaya is and what her journey about her new school and meeting the people. You mentioned in our intro that there are some adults that also learned about little Miss, and I wear my hair natural. I see you do too, but kids are often they are bullied because of hair, skin tone, maybe the way that they speak, the way they talk, the way they dress. Kids are experiencing all kinds of levels of bullying, wouldn't you say?
Most definitely, because they wear glasses, because they wear braces, the way they dress, what they may have or may not have. It's many variety of things they're getting bullied, and the answers need to come across, because some are so shy and they're afraid, because they really want to be a friend to the one that's bullying them. So
I'm sorry about that, y'all. So as you can see, I don't want to give all of that away. I want you to go to my Facebook page, because thank you, Dr. Tina, for coming through. I'm just kind of ad-libbing here along the way, pulling up some of the past interviews that we've done, and I'm using the Facebook and the sharing of the screen. But just thank you so much for coming through. Thank you so much for supporting you all. I told y'all about Dr. Tina. Yes, if you are looking to up your game in your Facebook lives and just want to go full-fledged out there and stick your feet in the water and be a podcaster, she is your lady. So we would love to have you on the CT and be a part of the CTR Media Network. You would just simply reach out to Dr. Tina Ramsey or go to www.ctrmedianetwork.com and reach out and set your appointment. Let them know. Coffee Conversations with Sandy, send us over here. And I would like to know a little bit more about how to be a member and a family, part of the family of the CTR Media Network. Super, super excited about that. Well, a lot is going on, and it is possible that our guests, we are sponsored, our show is sponsored by Liberations Publishing, and so Liberations Publishing House, which is in North Mississippi. And our guest today is a part of the Liberations Publishing. And so I do believe that there was another booking event that, as I said, that we were, this was a last minute booking and we got everything out, but it is possible that she's at another event. But I want you to look her up. She's an amazing, amazing illustrator and children's book author, as you can see. Everyone, you talk about having a messy room, and those are the things that sometimes you get a challenge with your kids, that your children just don't want to pick up the things in the room. I deal with that with my grandson. So listen, do go to pick up her book. Another author that was on the tour, I want you to make sure that you go to, I got it right there, www.kingcanread.com. www.kingcanread.com. Be sure to go to that website so that you can pick up his copy of his book. And if you remember, we had Shanna Gradine. She has been on the tour. I'll be playing her replays as well. And her book is called Power in Me. And she has several other books. And one of the things that we learned about her book, it is written to motivate, empower, inspire children to dream big. And so if you are also looking for, as I said, these are authors that are on the tour. So you may have missed their interview, but yes, you can still catch and grab their books. This is Shanna Godine's book. It is in both Kindle and paperback as well, Power in Me. And her co-authors are her children. Her children had an input in the book, and I thought that was so phenomenal. So if you want to, you're kind of jotting down some books for the summer or for the season, these authors are ones that you certainly want to add to your basket of books for your children. So we have the Super Messy, and then we have the Power in Me. And if you give me a moment, we're also going to pull up another one of our authors that will be coming through. And yes, and of course, Anaya's Kinky Hair with Dr. Pillard. You definitely want to pick that book up as well. And then we also have coming up, I did a quick TikTok on her, but it's Dr. Tanya B. Ratliff. And her book is called Overcomer to the Rescue. Overcomer to the Rescue. So you want to see if you want to stay tuned, put that on your calendar. She will be with me next Sunday night. And also we have a couple of other authors that listen, I probably got about 2 or 3 more authors that are coming through. So I certainly do. Thank you. Thank you, Lady Sheila, for putting that up. Yes, join the CTR Media Network, which reaches over 300 million households in over 100 countries. So listen, I was back at the 250. And so, yes, and 50 countries, but we are now, since last, we are reaching over 100 countries worldwide. Well, listen, I have kept you all really long enough because I'm actually going to be back at 6 o'clock. I'll be back in just a little bit to do the event tour. If you guys will stick around and just come back, I'll be interviewing these phenomenal individuals that are on tour for what we call the Showtime on the Gulf Coast, on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. And I want to take a moment and just share my screen of the upcoming interviews that I will be doing at 6 o'clock with these individuals. So without further ado, yes, we will be interviewing the phenomenal Little Miss Chantel Burks. She is a contestant. She sings, and she will be on. I'll be interviewing the contestants for the Showtime on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. It is they're on tour for the upcoming virtual competition, which is round 1. This is in sponsorship for and it's brought to you by the LGM Productions out of right here in Mississippi. That is with Latrina McCarty, and she will be bringing on. And here we have another contestant, which is Shanetta Clark. And she's also a singer, gospel recording artist, and that she will be participating. And so I will be interviewing these phenomenal individuals. Joe Presto, he is a comedian as well as a magician. So you will be seeing him on tonight. And we also will have the phenomenal Mr. Elijah Keys, gospel recording artist. He will be joining us as well. And then we have the phenomenal Catherine Haran. She is a contestant also. And then I have another little young lady. Her last name is Jordan. She will be joining us. She joined in last week, and her graphic, we put it up also. So listen, you definitely, I want to show this, and then we're going to be ending. Thank you guys for being on today. And I know you were looking for an author, but again, as I said, because of her booking, we're going to reschedule her to come back and showcase her product with us again. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen, and I will be back here at 6 o'clock tonight. And yes, we will be meeting the contestants on the Showtime on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, Meet the Contestants tour. We start at 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. I'll be here with the contestants, Joe Presto, Elijah Keys, Sanyetta Clark, Chantel Burks, Jaden Gordon, and Catherine Horan. And yes, I am looking forward to sharing about this amazing event. Listen, guys, go ahead. Just get your tea, get your coffee, get whatever you need, and get your popcorn and come on back, because you will be meeting and knowing what is this all about. What is the Showtime on the Mississippi Gulf Coast? What is that really all about? And we're going to be hearing from the creator and founder herself. Yes, Latrina R. Graves McCarty. And she'll be sharing the backdrop and the purpose and the reason for this upcoming event. This is the first time that she is producing. She is a producer, an author, a speaker, and playwright. So I'm super excited to be one of the sponsors of this upcoming event that is the virtual first, round one. Then the round two is an in-live person event with the phenomenal global worldwide. Yes, Rita Brandt will be the MC. You all know she's a comedian. She is very well known. Yes, as well as a speech writer. And so right here out of the state of Mississippi, global impact. Yes, she is going to be the MC for the round two, which is an in-person. And those are going to be the ones that are going on to round two, is that those with the most votes will make it to the round two. So come on back with me. Got a lot of stuff going on, got a lot of authors that are coming through. We've got Dr. Deborah Fry, and you all, this is their second go round with me. They will be back with me again on the 22nd, and they will be back with me. Grief, the book is called Grief Through His Eyes. And I'm super excited to have them on, as well as we will have Dr. Shana. Her book and her authors, they will be on Tuesday evening. And I'm looking forward to them coming on as well. So listen, you all, that's Dr. Shana D. Lewis, who is the visionary author of the amazing book that she has out. And so listen, I want you to come on back tonight. I'll see you guys at 6 o'clock. And we're going to have a super good time. You're going to be able to get a little snippet of their talent, and we'll go from there. So as always, you guys know that I love you. Listen, come back and hang out with us on tonight so you can know a little bit more about what it all is about. Listen, I think that's about it. I am Sandy Sanders. I'm your host and creator of the Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy. And tonight, we're going to reschedule our children's book author, Miss Brittany Nicole. But go on over to Amazon and you'll look up her information and find her book. All right, I'll see you guys back here in about an hour. All right, take care.